Good morning, dear children. Today, let's start the second lesson of the syllabus, that is the elixir of life. This is written by C.V. Raman. Sir Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman was an Indian physicist who had made groundbreaking works in the field of light scattering, later which was known as Raman effect. His keen interest in physics made him to get an honor of Nobel Prize in 1930. Not only this, children, the government of India awarded him Bharat Ratna and the Soviet Union honored him with the International Lenin Prize in 1975. So such a great physicist had written The Elixir of Life. Now coming to the title, the question may come, what is this elixir? Let me clear. Elixir means it is a magical potion which gives a long life. Means the person, if he drinks this elixir, he remains young forever and death will not embrace him. So, author has given a unique title, The Elixir of Life. The question may come, children, what is this? How he has given this title and what kind of message he wants to give us? So, today, let's read this lesson and find out what Sir C.V. Raman is going to tell us through this lesson. Man has through the ages sought in vain for an imaginary elixir of life, the divine Amrita to confer immortality. But the true elixir of life lies near to our hands, for it is the commonest of all liquids, plain water. So children, through the ages, the man's greediness made him to go in search of elixir, in search of this magical potion. The man wanted to be immortal. He not wanted to die. So, he always went in search of such kind of imaginary liquid. This we have studied in mythological stories and in epics. What is this elixir means? So children, here the author wants to tell us that the man desired to get this imaginary liquid, whereas he forgot that the true elixir was lying near to his hands. Means he always strived to get this imaginary potion, and he went on in search of this potion, but he didn't get it. But he forgot that the true elixir was near to his hands. What is that, children? Can you guess? Yes, it is the plain water, the main source of the life, children, the essential thing for all the human beings. It is the precious gift of Mother Nature to all the living beings on earth. And the importance of water we know very well, and we cannot imagine our life without this. Although the earth is covered with water, children, but only less percentage of clean water is present on earth, which is fit for human use. So, always we have seen in slogans and in advertisements, the awareness has been created that we have to save the water. That's what, children, here the author wants to tell us that the man may never realize what is the true elixir, but instead he went on searching the false elixir. Means we have never seen it before. I remember one day standing on the line which separates the Libyan desert from the valley of the Nile in Egypt. So here the author recollects a day on which, means one day when he was standing on a line which was separating the Libyan desert on one side and another side the Egypt vegetation. That is nothing but, children, it is the Nile River, the longest river in the world. The Nile River, which flows near to the valley, the author had stood, and he just went on observing the two sides of of that river. And when he observed those two sides of the river, he found a big difference. What is that big difference, children? One side, there was a vast desert just spread like an ocean, and here on another side there was green vegetation. What is that? Why such kind of difference is there? Let's see. One side was visible a sea of billowing sand without a speck of green or a single living thing anywhere visible on it, while on the other side lay one of the greenest, most fertile and densely populated areas to be found anywhere on earth, teeming with life and vegetation. What made this wonderful difference? Why, it is the water of the river Nile flowing down to the Mediterranean from its sources a couple of thousands of miles away. Even the author was shocked. He was surprised by seeing the two sides of the Nile river. On one side, there was no vegetation, and on another side, there was a big kind of difference. There was greenery everywhere. Yes, it is true, children. Wherever the river flowed, a kind of civilization had started. So we know very well Harappan civilization started near to the Sindhu river. So the rivers are the main source for the agriculture and for the living beings. So always man got attracted to the water. So wherever he was seeing the water, he was settling down. He was starting the irrigation. This is what here. The Nile river, it goes on flowing, and it goes on flowing, then later it goes down to the Mediterranean. Before that, what difference it makes, children? It is the valley, the Egypt. It helps the Egypt civilization to grow. And here, it never, the desert remained same as it is. There was no single speck of greenery there. So the author tells here, the rivers, the plain water makes such kind of difference. And what we are doing in this modern age, we are going on wasting that real elixir. Geologists tell us that the entire soil of the Nile Valley is the creation of the river itself. It was brought down as the finest silk in its flood waters from the highlands of Abyssinia and from remote Central Africa, and laid down through the ages in the trough through which the Nile flows into the sea. Now not only author, even the geologist who went and saw the Nile river, they studied it. And according to their observation also, what we come to know, the Nile river starts its journey from Abyssinia and from some remote central part of Africa, then it goes on flowing. And when it starts flowing, children, it carries some silt, some kind of fine particles in it, which makes the banks of the river fertile. Egypt, in fact, was made by its river. Its ancient civilization was created and is sustained by the life-giving waters which come down year after year with unfailing regularity. So, here the author tells us that even the Egypt civilization grew because of this Nile river. The river was the main source for that civilization. What we see today, this Egypt, is also it had grown because of this Nile river. That's what today. What we came to know, water is very important thing. It is very important to sustain a life. And what we are doing, children, we are going on wasting the water. In the next session, what C.V. Raman has told us, what kind of message he has given us, how to preserve water, and what kind of methods he has suggested us, we will see in the next session. Till then, take care of yourself.